Hello, hello, hello. Can y'all hear me? If anybody pops up in the live stream, can y'all say y'all can hear me by putting a firecracker or something, some kind of emoji in to the chat? Tonight we're gonna talk about. I'm sorry I'm late. First of all, there's a lot going on, and I can't keep up with everything. But I had to go back in time. I had to try to find an answer to a question that was asked the other night in a live stream about who, besides at Tea Time '07, had exposed Yanni or gave Yanni a run for her money. And I found the answer. So I want to talk about that. I want to talk about swollen heads in the sector. We have a lot of people that came before me. YouTube recommended people to come in to the sector by, of course, people sharing people out, YouTube algorithm. So the algorithm found me. Unfortunately, I had to click on and see what everybody was talking about. And what I discovered is that I needed to do some research, a lot of research before I jumped in. But I did not, and I jumped in anyway because something had to be said right away back to what I was seeing. So, with that being said, if y'all enjoy the live streams that I do, please like it. If not, you can thumbs it down or make a comment in the comment section. I also noticed that my channel is banned, like shadow banned in a way, because I've noticed I'm kind of problematic. YouTube don't like problems, and they're trying to extinguish the problem makers. So a lot of problem makers have been going to Tumblr, and that's where I'm at. I'll start doing live streams there, and I'll get more raw and uncut. And I'm gonna share out my Tumblr on my community wall probably tomorrow when I get everything set up. So I'll be on Tumblr. I'll do a lot more cussing, being more uncouth, and being more truthful. And I think I'm already as truthful as I can be. So, with that being said, I hope y'all can hear me. I'm not gonna be up long tonight. I had a rough day. I found some good strawberries on sale at HEB, and I thought I could eat them tonight, but I have to be full of energy to eat my strawberries. So I'm just gonna be drinking some Kool-Aid as we discuss what I'm seeing tonight. Okay, so we know. First of all, let's talk about my Jazzy life and get her out the way. These mommies, as you know, they like attention. So Jazzy know that we're not paying no attention to her right now. So she wants to beef with Medusa, and I never talk about Medusa on my channel. I maybe one time did a reaction very long ago when she first came on the scene, because a lot of women, especially women of Medusa's, you know, characteristics, they're here for number one clout that's already going to be given to them because they're walking into a sector that praises the light skinned idiots. Okay, so I'm just going to be honest on that. So I didn't want to give her too much clout. We already had Jenny's Journey come and rule the sector for a little while and dox and do what she did. Okay, so we had to recover from that. So anyway, Jess nucked if she bucked today on Medusa. And Medusa clapped back. I did not watch her clap back video. If you do want to support anyone that I talk about on my channel, I'm not a hater, please do. I will not be mad at you, okay? And I sincerely mean that. If you don't like what I do on my channel, please unsubscribe because I don't want you to be unhappy with me or my content. You can tell YouTube to not recommend me as we go forward because it's just going to be a lot of real discussions, okay? We're going to keep it a stack. We're going to keep it a buck. We're going to keep it 100. I don't like fake bullshit. And so now we're just going to talk about it. So my apologies for being late tonight. I tried to look on my I have a tablet. I do, and I also have another thing that I look at to try to look at my comments and respond. So a lot of comments have flooded me all of a sudden from a year ago, and I apologize. I see a lot of people who go around the sector and look at, everybody's reactions that have commented on my comment section that I did not get to comment back. And that's really because I'm not excuse me. I'm not technologically savvy, okay, when it comes to StreamYard and YouTube or whatever. But I'm a Generation X person, so we've always done things the old-fashioned way. I'm gonna have to just try to get used to technology. So anyway, all right. So I went back in time. Let's go back in the sector when a lot of old reactors was up and coming, and they were bucking each other. They had a problem with each other, and everybody knew it. I came across a YouTube channel called Queen Lena. She did a video 9 months ago, about, I think it was a 40-minute video, 40 minutes long. I will try to share her on my community post as well. But she talked about the reactors who were reacting on the mommies. And what she had to say was basically stop bullying. Okay, so yesterday on the live, we talked about, or was it Monday? I'm not sure when I went live last. I talked about snakes, and we'll get to that too. Talked about bullying in the sector. I noticed this about my Black community, and this is not a bad session on Black people. I'm just gonna I want us to, in my opinion, this is how I'm seeing things as a subby. Now I'm talking as a subby. I'm not a content creator. And people may consider me one. I've done a lot of content, okay? But whatever. I feel like a subby. I'm not old school yet because I have not learned all the old people in the sector. They still come and go. They circulate in sectors, and I have to learn, who is this? Who is this new face? Whatever. I'm not that invested because I have too much going on in my personal life. But anyway, Queen Lena was a reactor who really had a lot of beef with Yanni Bonnie B. And Yanni, I think her channel at that time was called Yanni Bonnie B before she, rebranded herself. And she had issues with how Yanni would react, and she would tell her to stop bullying those girls and whatever, giving me the indication that, my God, these girls have been added for a very, very long time. They have been reacting for a very long time in this sector. It's a very small sector. So we're going to have people who come, like it, laugh, find some commonalities with what's going on, come in with their own experiences. They come. I came in with my own. I came in from the viewpoint of, here is some bloggers. I like blog channels. But then I saw the struggle, and then I kind of looked at like, my goodness, maybe I can help. Anyway, so shout out to Queen Lena. Basically, that's what I want to say. The question was asked, who else in this before me has consistently been on Yanni Bonnie B's ass? The question was posed in another live stream. I don't know if this live stream happened yesterday or today. I get so confused because they're on 10 with these live streams and this beef going on, okay? This beef, everything going on with these beefs have resulted from Discord foolishness, okay? They go back into Discords, try to dig up some personal stuff. Because I'm going to tell you what prompts that behavior. It's because the mommies have been lying, being immoral, showing their kids any kind of way for a view, for some bucks, for some likes, for some applause, adoration, co-signing of their behavior. And that's why they keep doing it. So if you keep feeding the monsters, the monster keeps growing. And that's just what it is. That's my opinion. You don't have to have the same opinion I have. I'm not going to be mad at you. And I'm going to say what other people say. It's no beef. This is just entertainment. I know it don't seem like I'm laughing a lot, but to be honest with you, the Black community laughs a little bit too much for me. Sometimes some people in the community have to be a little serious. Because sometimes we have to look at the shady people. And we try to, sometimes we admire them. And that's not cool. Okay, that's not cool. So I want to shout out Queen Lena, who's still active on her channel. Please go check her out. I think she's a good content creator. And she don't get a lot of views because truth tellers don't get a lot of views. And that's fine. Because truth tellers know how to live on the resources that was given to them and are resourceful in that way. So anyway, Let's go on. I'm gonna congratulate Straight Facts Unmatched. Congratulations to her for a nice swelling live stream. I think this happened last night or this morning. She was surprised herself, and I gave her a little cheer in the bushes. I did not drop out. Today I did not drop out in anybody's live streams today, because I want to sit back and look at old videos, go back in time, look at some reactions. It's a good thing to do it. It's a good thing to do because now the yard is full of snakes. Okay, the sector is full. They came out. So I did a lot of reading today online. I went to Google. You know, Google's my friend. Okay, and I do a lot of Googling. So I wanted to just look at the types of snakes that are around in nature. Okay, there's a lot of snakes. Some of them are poisonous, and some of them are not. Let's be honest. Okay, they're not. They may have a little scaly, slimy look to them. They look vicious and they're big, but they're not bad. They don't bite. They don't have venom. And for the most part, when you know how to maneuver a snake and you know how the snake gonna react, then you're not afraid of snakes. You just know that their nature is that they're snakes, okay? Whether they're poisons or not. So that's the issue we have in the sector that we need to understand, okay? We need to understand that anybody new that comes in, they brand new, they like the glistening of the snake skin that they're watching. Snakes are so different from every other species on earth. They crawl, they can climb trees, they can, and the bigger the snake, the bigger performance they can do, and they swallow things whole. They engulf things. So that's what we're seeing on the YouTube streets right now. And the biggest representation of that is, may I just say it, at Tea Time 07, I find a little bit shady. I did find that I needed to snapshot some comments on him because on the chat that he did tonight. And don't get mad, Tea Time, because in your words, I want to say I am a supporter. I did give you your flowers, and I did not get no response or no acknowledgement. And when I shared Fifi out or commented about Fifi, at least she gave me some shout out. And so that's the difference. Okay, that's the difference between people that I noticed. Whether you bought your subscribers or not, that don't matter. It's the audience that you attract, and it's the recognition of the true ones that's in your chat that matters. Because the ones that come see the clown show and get bored and they leave, the ones who really are here for the real shit, they're here to solve the real problems and address the real bullshit in the room. They're still left standing up when you are still yapping your mouth and being bad online. Tea Time, dear, is no beef. Let me just say this. My son is going to be in the room with me, so y'all hear him giggling. It's okay. If he gets too disruptive, I will let him go do something else in the house, okay? I do got cameras in my house to make sure. Now, so with that being said, okay, let's talk about swollen heads. We started out with a young person, a young voice sounding reactor coming on the scene attacking one of the OGs. And I can relate. I related to that because I came out swiping on the OGs. If y'all remember, I came out swiping. I did a reaction on Miss Bougie. Okay, so Bougie Gang got reacted on, and I want to see what her life was like. She's been in the game for a minute. I think she's one of the original gangsters of the mommy sector. So why not? Okay, so I got a lot of views off of that. That didn't matter because I didn't do it for that reason. I didn't know what I was doing it for. I just knew I had to point out the wrongness in what was happening. And that's just how I am. I come from politics, so you're going to have to excuse me for being too serious because I come from a serious place. So when I came into this sector, I found it didn't help a lot. It did a lot of clown behavior. There was some good advice. And I admit, I had to laugh at a few things that was real funny. It's a lot of funny, good entertainers in the sector. It's just that the sector doesn't know when to stop, when it's time to get serious. And then when it's time to get serious, they do it too much. It's overboard. So I exactly knew what Queen Lena was talking about when she was doing her videos 3 years ago. 3 or 4 years ago. That's a long time for a channel like her to I don't know, I couldn't even remember how many subscribers she had, because I don't care. I don't really care about subscribers like that. I think at one time I did, because everybody was so obsessed, and kind of still is. It's kind of annoying, but you have to take it. I mean, it's what YouTube has gotten people addicted to. So I have to roll with the punches on that. So whatever. Okay. So now with that being said, let me pull some cards. I'm gonna get my iPhone and look at some comments. Now I'm not gonna reveal. I'm gonna go ahead and leave these subbies alone, but they're kind of new. I have never seen them in the sector, and I've been here over a year. So let's go ahead and pull some cards. First of all, at Tea Time 07's live chat, at first it was entertaining. I kind of had a good chuckle off of it. I thought, he had some really good points. Really good points. I enjoyed it. Then I just started noticing the behavior of a few people in the chat, and against the people who've always showed up for Tea Time. And these people, some of them go into every live stream. But for some reason, they want to get on this Janubia. And that's what I want to talk about tonight. I want to give her flowers. Because it's people like Miss Janubia. And let me pat myself on the back right quick. I will. Because I've shared a lot of people on my timeline, on my community posts, and I've never gotten a thank you at me. Because I guess they don't want to acknowledge me and give me any subscriptions. But it's okay, because I explained in the live stream on Monday, I believe I had, that God is going to keep providing for me and my kids. Because the difference between me and the mommies that I find so strictly obvious is that I do love my kids. And I take care of my kids. That's what got me attracted to Straight Facts. The thing she's going through with her children right now, it's a sad fact that she have to defend them like she does online against the beastly serpent. And then I pointed out, it's sad. And I would go haywire on that because now my kids are adults. They came a long way. But this is not about me tonight. This is about pulling some cards tonight. So let me go ahead and address what was in the live stream and why I don't want to tap anybody's link, because I don't want to be handled on nobody else's live stream when I have my own platform. I don't care how many subs I have. If I go down to 300 after tonight, I still won't be bothered. I will not, because my primary focus is politics, and I'm almost at 300,000 supporters on Facebook. I get invited to Facebook conferences every year. So I'm good. I have a voice. So I don't have to come here and get a voice. I know I have one. I don't have one because of social media either. I have one in my real life. Okay, so there was a mod that said, Janubia messy as fuck. Gotta watch out for the ones that plays both sides. They be the most fakest ones. I had to sit down and think about that. How in the hell? Can somebody answer this? How in the hell is Miss Janubia, who's a supporter of a lot of people, probably most reactors, when she pops up and say hello, join in on the conversation, and y'all claim it's entertainment, right? Is this for entertainment purposes, or are y'all serious? Because y'all convict me to the cross. I'm too fucking serious. Okay? I'm serious. Oh, she has no personality, TMR. But TMR, the main one, got her idea from Melvie Rose Beauty for candles from me. She wasn't thinking about no damn candles till she saw me making candles on my channel. Keep it a buck. All that fake shit gotta stop. So this is what I'm gonna say about that. I didn't went off the deep end for a minute. I'm gonna say this, and I'm not gonna shy away from no fucking body, okay? The big channels steal from the smallest motherfuckers, and they go on with their views and their happy lives. They do not acknowledge people, and they wouldn't be here if they did not get paid. They get paid to drag kids and disabled people for entertainment. But when supporters go other places because they find that, let me just go see what this new person is doing. Let me go see what this person is doing. And when they notice that, they get kind of pissed off, okay? I've been in a lot of channels. I've been in channels where two people are best buddies and then they fight, just like the situation here. And what can you do as a subby but watch? Because don't they say like the video, share, subscribe, hit the notification so you can know every time I go live? Don't they say that? So now they mad because you attending the live streams of people who you subscribe to. You took the time to subscribe. That's what you did. So thank you if you did. But the swollen heads in the room claim that, oh, it's no beef. But a comment in the chat like that's not being checked by the host, that's a problem. Especially for somebody like Miss Janubia. People say, Chandra, why do you call people by name? Because people need to be called out by name. Why do we always gotta act like people are ghosts? No. You have your chance to be a ghost in the afterlife. But right now, you're in the world and you talking your shit. You should be able to show your face, have your name called out, and stand up to attention. That's just me. But I'm a Gen X. I don't know what generation y'all from. Silent generation? I'm not sure. But we knucked if we bucked when we had to, when we took care of ourselves when we had to. So then somebody else said after that comment, after Janubia messy as fuck, because I related that to me. Me and Miss Janubia run around the same chats because we like to hear what people got to say. A lot of times I do stay in the bushes because, one, I be doing a lot of things. Number two, because I just don't have time to be on YouTube all the time typing. But some people have time, and so what? As long as their bills paid, however it got paid. I don't care if they have a whole refrigerator, deep freezer full of food stamps. They had to go through the interview, get interrogated, get calls. People, how you make do they work here? Check everybody. Your boss know that you're gonna be on food stamps. Whatever, however you get it, get it. Because when you read and understand the world and society and politics, you're not gonna shame people for what they have to do. Now, people who are lazy, like Jazz, who they have to scam people and act crazy online. Well, she's a little slow, but she kind of deserves the smoke that she gets, okay? I'm not going to say, oh, leave Jazzy alone. But we need to give her some grace in a way. Try to give her advice, even though she don't listen. I'd rather see somebody who's going to help the sector than not. So anyway, that's that on that. And y'all heard my phone ringing. My mama do this all the time. Every time I'm busy. Let me put y'all on mute. So let me see where that button is, and I'm going to come right back. Give me just a second. Okay, I'm sorry, guys, about that. I'm back. Okay, so then the next one was, okay, let's go back to the chat. Okay, we're going into the chat of the hottest reactor right now, trending on the mommy sector right now. Keep up with me, guys, okay? And like I said, at Tea Time 07, there's no beef, and you don't even have to address me. Most likely you won't because I don't have no numbers. I don't have the numbers, so I'm not worthy, okay? So whatever. Let's see. But I don't appreciate all these newbies. Some of them have been made mods. The next comment was, I agree. They be the messiest ones. Miss Janubia has said in the live stream that I watched that she Don't go in discords. I myself do not do that either. I have announced that on my channel. I don't do it. Because when you know the playground is full of snakes, you don't do that. She's intelligent enough to know that. And people have been slamming Miss Janubia. And I told Miss Janubia, I'm going to look out for her. This is me looking out. So don't come for her because me and her do the same thing online. We watch what is recommended and we join in. Because y'all love support. Y'all love the numbers. Oh, y'all just love it. Love the fuck out of it. Sometimes y'all love it more than eating dinner. Okay? So when we come and support, we want some respect. And we don't want your new bullshitters to come in, the new snakes in the garden, the new snakes in the yard to come and disrespect and step on our toes. Because we the ones who's going to be here when your ass begging for views in a few more months. This high is only for 15 minutes, don't you know? Everybody get their 15 minutes. That's a documented fact. You don't stay high for long. Ask all the big celebrities. Ask Will Smith. Everybody gets a kick in their ass for the mistakes that they make. Tea time, I'm telling you, that's a mistake that you're making, baby. Okay, this is from my OG. I'm not that old of an OG in the sector, but I am old enough, over a year, to know. That's cute and all. Your lives is cute. But when it comes down to disrespecting people, it ain't cute. So let's go ahead and keep it a buck since we all grown. I done got that off my chest. Hallelujah. Amen. Now, the next thing. I started researching snakes, as I said. And I did not attend at Judge Fifi's TV live stream, but I seen one where Miss Janubia was in it. And of course, who was on the stage by Fifi was her. I'll call her right now the Python. A very dangerous person, a very dangerous person indeed. Because if you can take your sister's personal information and have her son splattered all over YouTube and not be that bothered, the next time you back on live stream in another hour, you're not bothered because you want to get that attention. Something is definitely wrong with the sector, and we're under construction. I'm trying to get people on notice. The mommy sector is under construction, guys. Okay? And it's going to be a lot of uncomfortable people going around. It's going to be a lot of snakes coming out. They're coming out, and they're going to be biting. They're going to try to bite and swallow you whole. But Queen Lena, thank God for her that I found her channel. She told me, this is a 9 months ago live that she did. Don't let nobody run you off your spot. Don't let them get you off your square. Don't let them run you away. I don't care if I got one person watching. I don't care who watches. This shit is going to marinate in time. It's not going nowhere. And I'm happy about it. We're going into Thursday. Happy Thursday morning. I hope my supporters have a good Thursday. And I'm not checking out yet because I got a little bit more to say. I'm going to make this live stream about an hour. I'm hoping, or maybe a little bit below that. I did say when I first started out, this is going to be the home of the 30-minute live stream. 30 minutes is a sitcom. I hope I can entertain you or at least get your eyes open for 30 minutes to listen. I like it this way. I don't have to put nothing on my screen to distract nobody or entertain because we're not kids. We can have conversation. We can converse through comment sections. If YouTube allows me access, I'm going to have to look on my laptop, guys, to look at my comments. I've gotten comments from a year ago. Some of them being smart. We get trolls. Everybody get trolls. I'll just cuss them out. Okay? But for the person who manages to go ahead and dox me once I'm monetized, I guess when I'm worthy to be doxed, that person will definitely be in one of my short stories, and I will publish that either late this year or next year. I have a horror story, book of horror novels coming out, and they will definitely be one of the characters. They will die a million times in my story. That's for the person who wants to do that. Now, let's go on to, let's see. Okay, so that was that. So those two people who was commenting in that live stream let's go back to Tea Times Live. They were newbies. I don't never seen them before. And I don't know if Miss Janubia caught it. And I'm not gonna even ask Miss Janubia to admit that she's seen anything. She don't have to comment on nothing. I'm defending her and all the people who support these people who want to be big and badasses online to let's go ahead and have an adult conversation. Okay? That's what this is. I'm not gonna let you disrespect people who's been always been in the sector who know what the fuck is going on. They know what's going on. I know what's going on. And because Miss Janubia is intelligent enough to not bring herself into a chat and get snapshotted, busted out, betrayed, uh, tricked, because she's all of that, she gets attacked because she just want to support. I don't care if it looks messy. We all messy. And to be honest with you, Dr. King was messy. It's a messy job to do some shit right. Don't y'all know it? Y'all hate me. Y'all show it. No one likes the post that I do. But guess what? I know what I'm among. So it don't bother me, okay? Now, the people who do support me and understand, you must have a lived experience like I do. Okay? You might have been bit by a python in your life like I have. I've been bitten, swallowed, and almost killed. Literally. But that story's going to come at a later time. Okay? When my channel gets revamped a little bit, this channel is going to start being about cooking, and we're going to chat about life and grown folk shit. Okay? That's what this channel is going to turn into after I get done with the mommy sector bullshit, because I'm getting kind of bored. It's boring. And I don't like reacting to it. I think that's where my attitude came back from. Now, y'all notice how pissed off I was when I first got onto the scene. I was pissed because I caught the Erics and KP talking about me and with other people about me and how I react, and it's not right. She not doing it right. She don't have no personality. TMR said, Kale said it. No support, no support. But they cheer on people who's not even skin folk to call Jazz big nose, talk about her coarse hair, talk about her children. And I'll stand on my square and say I'm wrong if I have ever done that. I can't recall if I've done it. That's why I tell y'all go back and look at my videos. Call me on my shit. I would rather you do that, not to say I apologize for that. Am I apologizing to Jazz right now? No. I'm saying what I felt at the time. Jazz do not have an apology owed to her right now. So I'm not going to do it. When I feel the time is right to do that to the mommies, when they start acting right and doing right by their kids, then they'll start getting blessed. They're going to start seeing blessings in their life. They're going to actually be buying houses and not pretending like they're buying houses. They're not going to be putting fake documents up to make it legal. They're not going to be doing none of that when they get their asses right. And then maybe they will leave them alone. But I doubt it. The problem I have with the sector is that Black people are so hard on each other. We don't let ourselves breathe. We don't let each other breathe, and we don't support. And that's a shame. When I seen that, I got pissed off, but I didn't want to drop in because I know the small-minded people of the sector are, they're going to attack and do whatever you want to do. Be mad at it, okay? Be mad that somebody have to say it. I am the new Queen Lena of the sector until Queen Lena comes and wants to take up the crown. But I think she's well deserved to be recognized for what she was brave enough to do. And I want to be brave enough to do it. What I'm seeing is a bunch of buffoonery, a bunch of show, and perform at the expense of kids, at the expense of the slow people in the back and in the front. Jazzy is the front. Liv, you are the one that's looking after Jazz. You are following Jazz's lead, dear. And that's just what it is. That's my opinion from a subby. I'm a subby in the sector who happened to be bold enough to have a channel and speak out My numbers are not going to do what it does because I don't drag those kids like everybody else does. And I admire the reactors who are out there actually reacting on actually what's being put out and who actually can do numbers because they're actually giving advice. Applaud to those, and they know who they are. If you know, you know. And if you watch my videos from beginning to the end, you know. Okay? You know. Like I said, I will never post anything. Uh I won't go in anybody's Discord. The closest I've ever been was Yanni's Instagram account. I had applied one time. That's when my hate for Liv was beyond. Liv at that time had shown her baby crying on a video, using her baby for views, her baby crying, and I was angry. So I had applied to get into Yanni Bonnie B's live chat on Instagram, and I had to pay, but I never paid because I had to think back. I had to think and say, let me not start because I'm not going to have time to even get my money's worth, first of all. And second of all, I'm not with the shits like that. I'm too busy. I'm too busy. I don't want nothing to take me off my square in real life. I exist in real life. I manage things in real life. I can't be swept away by YouTube, which explains my love hate for this platform. You can love it for the potential that you have, but you can hate it for the snake pits that are all over the place. Every sector has bullshitters. Every sector does. I've been there, and I've tested it. I'm gonna tell you something. I've said in my live stream before. I always get, because I pray out of Mark, I always get signs that something's not right. There's a flash on the screen. One time I did a live chat donation to a creator in another sector, and the whole screen went black and went back up. And then a few months later, that person I donated to was found out to be a fraud. So thank God I only gave $2. Okay, that was $2 lost. So then I learned, let me sit back and just start watching everything, okay, before I react. So this is a well-worthy, well-studied and conducted reaction because the whole time I've been doing a lot of experiments. I've been posting everybody on my community wall. People think I'm crazy. People think I'm weird. And actually, I am weird. I actually warned people and told people I am very weird. I am very weird. I'm very different from a lot of people. Okay, so there's been people saying, Fifi, you're going out like a sucker. Now I got sidetracked. So let me talk about Fifi. When I was starting out reacting, I was trying, still wasn't getting a lot of support. Fifi shared me on her community post. I thank Fifi for that. I still do. You don't forget the people who at least looked out for you when you were still trying to cope with what's you threw yourself into this. Now you have to keep it up. And the reason why I'm still doing it is because the people are subscribed to me and they still expect a reaction. And yes, I'm going to give it. Okay? I'm going to give you a reaction after we get through the construction period that's going on right now. We don't have time for the mommy's bullshit. They're going to do the same shit on repeat. And the people who react to them, they're going to be on repeat, make the same $2, the same $20, the same $30 that they make every time they post. And that's fine. But I'm talking about the people who we actually going around supporting us. The people who are actually making the coins for these content creators who get disrespected because we don't know what's going on. Y'all was just a week ago happy, high-fiving, having everybody, everybody was up Liv's ass. Everybody was giving Liv what she deserved because she deserves it. And then all of a sudden, everybody's fighting. What do you want us to do as subbies? Huh? You said it's just for entertainment, I thought. They pride themselves so much on being such entertainers. Oh, look at my numbers. Oh, my numbers. My numbers. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Look how much money I'm making. Okay. After that, then what? How's that helping Legendary? How's that helping anybody that you're reacting on? How does that help them? Okay. The big reactors, some of them don't give credit to people. They won't even shout them out. They don't give giveaways. They don't do none of that. The first time I reacted was in September, and I tried to give a giveaway. No one wanted to participate. I've been having resistance for a very long time from Black people, and that's been before I came into the sector. I don't want to tell a story time right now. I might do it in a video tomorrow, sometime this week. But you know, it's Mother's Day coming up. I'm going to be extremely busy with my mom. Thank God I have a good mother, a mother who looked out for her daughter and still do. And that's who called me on the phone when I had to mute the live. All times of the day, I get calls from my mom. Thank God for her. That's what moms do. So let me see what else I have screenshotted. And then after this, I'm going to delete it and let it go. So we had some more comments from another person who was a mod. That somebody said they got to move out of the glass house first to talk they shit. Let me talk about that. Let's talk about people who are flawed who come into the reaction sector. Those are the people you want to hear from. First of all, a person that's been through some shit in their life and obstacles, that's the people you want to learn from. Rule number one. That's the rule number one. You don't want a perfect person, do you? You want somebody like Becky to sit in your face and tell you how you what you need to do and how you need to do it, and they got everything in place. That don't make no sense. Because Becky don't know my struggle. Becky not even the same color as me. But let's take Akeisha. She come into the sector, a reformed drug addict, and she see Jazzy. She watch a My Shabby Life video. What do you think she should say? What, shut up because she did the work? She recovered from drug addiction? She did the work and trying to work on her life and better herself the best way she know how? What are we supposed to do? Just always honor the people who seem perfect but afraid to show a face? You ashamed to show your face? But we the messy ones. We not in discords. What? What the fuck? I'm confused. I'm confused. Lord have mercy. Mommy sector under construction. That's what this live is about. Swollen heads. That's next in the yard. Okay. Disrespecting old support for the new ones. The new ones are gonna see the diamonds and pearls that you throwing right now. And diamonds and pearls are the shit talkers that know how to do it. Boy, they do it good, right? They can rap. They can rap about Breonna Taylor and then chop down Moose Face in 2 minutes. That's exciting. They can do it. They get good numbers. Or the people who they can roast. Good roasters. Mighty fucking funny. But we don't see you, sis. We don't see you. What's more cowardly? So that's the question I'm going to ask. My hypothesis is, what's more cowardly? A person who hides behind an avatar or a person who visits chats to show support to all the people who react? And let me add, the people who react are obsessed with their views. Obsessed. Even if they claim to not be paid. Who's more cowardly then? That's why when I came out, I said, y'all need to show y'all face. And they did. TMR did it boldly. Everybody did. Everybody snapped on their camera. And then they commenced to be badasses and still talk their shit. That's good to make $1 off your own. It's good. When Black people, we have to exploit our community to make $1 and for the world to see. We do it proudly and happily. We don't have no embarrassment about it. I'm kind of low-key embarrassed that I'm in this sector, but I think I'm needed. I'm another Queen Lena We need more Queen Lenas to speak out against the bullies, because if you're going to be a bully or a benefit, are you going to be a benefit? Bully or benefit? You're going to have to choose a side. It's messy. You see people in the chat, it's messy. But when I comment in your chat, I'm saying something that's really going to enhance the lives of the people you are reacting on. That's the point of reacting. If you're not doing it for that reason, you just being a messy motherfucker, a coward, and a bitch. Period. You don't like it, unsubscribe. That's just what it is. I've been on the watch list for many years from a lot of people because I've been in politics going wild and out since 2007 or whatever, however long Facebook been around. Wild and out. And I have the utmost respect for it. But somehow when I come amongst my own, these motherfuckers won't even say thank you for shouting me out. There was one person that did that. Only one. And that brother did the same. He does the same thing I used to do as my occupation. I was 5 days late responding to him. My apologies for that. That's a good channel. He talks about how he invests his money, how he grind and work extra shifts, how he take care of his wife and kids, his black wife and his black baby. That's the kind of shit I'm on. I also posted in my community how you can make some extra money on the side, so you don't have to keep resorting to this shit. It was time for Yanni to get the fuck on. That's why I cheered Tea Time on. Yanni, it was time to leave, boo. We all get there. Take it from a sis. I'm almost 50. I've had to be booted. My own family had to boot me out. Out the same way. That's why I do it. I live the life that some of them have lived. How you know what you can do until you do it? Now Yanni over on Instagram having prayer. Because I know the heart of a Pisces. She is a Pisces. She might feel bad. She might be, she might have some remorse. I don't know. I don't know what she feels. She probably hates me. But I promise you, I did in the best interest. It had to be done. So for Tea Time, I gave him his props for that. On the other hand, in the same video, I did also address him not showing his face, or her. And sorry if that offends him or whatever. I don't know who you are, ma'am. I don't know. When you reveal it, we will know. And people will ask, what difference does it make? Well, it certainly makes a difference, because when men walk into the sector, whether they are black or white, y'all monetize them in 3 fucking days. But when a black woman come on in the sector and try it, you bitches scatter. That's the difference, motherfuckers. Now I'll put my white voice on. Let's talk about snakes. Because I've been conducting this experiment for a while. It's funny how people expect the mommies just to take nasty shit talking people, roasting, and when they bite back, it's a problem. That's a problem for me too. Let Jazz talk her shit. Let her clap back at that motherfucking Medusa. Medusa, mind your own motherfucking business and keep doing your grocery haul. You gonna get the views anyway. You got a leg up. We all know it. People don't like me because I'm talking the truth. Don't like it then. I better have 200 subbies when I wake up. That's how unbothered I am. I don't care. This is dumb. This is a dumbass sector. Talk your shit, Jazz. You still ain't shit, but you can still talk your shit. Okay? Give her that, y'all. Y'all been ragging on this girl for years. Still doing it to this day. Y'all gonna upload 2 or 3 more, 5 more, 6 more, 8 more videos on Jazz. She had to put her shit on members. Ain't nobody gonna pay for her membership to go hear her shit talk. Because they don't do that for black women. That support's not there. Now, let's talk about diamonds and pearls, aka new subbies. The new people in the room, the new people in the chats, the new trolls. Sparkling and shining. They like shiny objects. But once they get old and dusty, once they get old, full of dust on, you gotta keep wiping them with rags. They get old. The opinion, we heard your opinion a million times, subby. Go and move on to the side. Here go my new ones. Here go my new motherfuckers that I like. Y'all don't last enough for me, old subbies. Then the new ones come in and disrespect the old ones. Everybody knows it's true. And for the people who do that, that's some shady ass shit. Because it was your old subbies who put you on. That made you feel special. Made you feel like you were funny. It made you feel like you could make some money on YouTube. It got you monetized. Oh, I love my subbies. I love you. And in the same live stream, these bitches talk about, if I don't get paid, I'm not gonna come up here. The same ones. That's all I have, I think, for today. But let's go ahead and write it out with a few more pointers. I thought to go ahead and write down some stuff about snakes. I like to think of myself as a snake handler, if you will. Black mambas. We got them in the sector. Black mambas, the king cobra, the pythons. I went on Quora. And I asked, Quora, can two snakes exist in the same container? Quora said, no. That ain't gonna work. When you put the python in with a garden snake, it's mashed potatoes and gravy time for that person, for that snake. The garden snake gonna get eaten up. Who got the biggest balls in the sector is what we're looking at. We're under construction. So my advice to subbies who are watching this debacle of doxers, of bravado, of brave, of the people who, talk the most shit, get the most laughs, get the most views. Know who you're dealing with. Know the snakes that you're dealing with. Are you dealing with an eastern diamondback snake? A rattlesnake? Rattlesnakes gonna let you know when they're coming. I can admire that about a lot of people. They always tell on themselves when they're about to snake the fuck out of you, they will let you know. They will. And you can respect it because you can sit in their face and know that they're going to do it. You can call them out. And they say, yeah, I did it. And then you can decide if you want to catch a case behind that person or not. I advise not. No one's worth that. Shout out to the OGs. I'm talking about the old OG reactors who got the OGs in order back in the day. Shout out to those people. Risha, Queen Lena. Shout out. People think because the new people come into the sector, we forgot about you. There's some people who don't forget. There's some people who know the truth. There's some people who require and demand respect. And there's some people who they go through their life being fake. Shady people never recognize true support. And when the lights dim, they wondering why the true support don't show up anymore. Because the new ones then ran them off. This is coming from somebody who know the game. I've been hurt. I've been betrayed, literally. Literally. I was put in an ICU fighting for my life behind a snake. I know what I'm talking about. So keep loving the bullies, but be careful. Be careful where you sit, whose space and whose time you give. That's my advice. As one of the older subby / reactors in the sector. I don't care if 10 people hear it. I don't care if I'm brought up in chats. I don't really go to everybody's chat anymore. I'm too busy right now. I got a shot for Mother's Day. I got a big thing rolled out and ready to celebrate. Mothers are so important. And for it to be a mommy sector, I hope they say, when they say it's done, it's no beef, it's just for entertainment, I hope they mean what they say. So we can get on back to doing effective advice giving of people who need it, women who need it, women who are doing things to catch a man instead of catching goals for their children, making money the right way, don't have to game and steal from supporters. Some of them day one supporters who don't have to go back in the back chat and double cross nobody. Why can't we have a decent sector like that? We could be way bigger if we moved a little different. We could be way bigger. A lot of people would be monetized, making easy money, but instead we go behind each other's back, striking channels. That's why Peach McIntyre got her karma. Before I came on live, I seen a short of her eye. She gonna have to go see an eye doctor. As much money as she make, she needs to check up on that. Cause she got a doozy on her face. She claimed to be the cutest thing going, but if her mouth keep her eyes paying the cost to be what she thinks she is, I don't know. You're not gonna be looking too cute too often, Peach. Peachy Weechy. Okay, so I think I said all I need to say. Let me make sure my experiment has been effective. I will probably be reacting on. I don't want to react on Medusa. I don't want to mention her too much. I just don't. I don't give people too much of a leg up when they already have the advantages. So I don't believe in that. Okay, so with that being said, I will find something to react to. And I'm going to learn how to do StreamYard as well. So with that being said, y'all please have a good one. Enjoy your Thursday, and I am out. Bye.